it's quite an experience. Maybe I'm just getting old and complaining. I don't know, but I didn't feel any type of fleshiness.
All right, so this is the second part of Miss Mary's eye experiences. So between Walmart, she was explaining in the previous segment about what happened yesterday, as well as Walmart. And I forgot about that. Before she did that, she went to Walmart. So between Walmart and this particular company, which one was the more positive, if you had to choose, experience, even though the dilation story experience, but they had to do that, unfortunately.
Well, you told me, so
right.
I could make a choice.
So between Walmart and this place, which one, in your opinion, was the best experience?
I think Walmart. I know Walmart was the best experience, and I can't say this place that I went 2 years in a row. Walmart was 3 years. This one was I've been year after year for the last couple of exams.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I went in,
yes,
prior to this one,
mm-hmm,
was not a bad experience.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Okay.
had a different doctor, different people that went through the test. They explained things to me.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the people that was talking to me, the gentleman,
Mm-hmm.
he was one of the people that I seen.
Okay.
And he gave me options before even I came out of taking my test and go to the doctor.
Okay.
They were not long tests. It was, to me, what I was accustomed to. Now, what I went through on Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you would call that.
Okay.
You know, that was a very negative thing. Even the atmosphere now, when it comes to me, was very negative,
Okay.
draining.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's put this in perspective. Okay. So, like we said, she'd been there before. There were some things that they got right, but there were some things that they didn't get right and maybe could improve upon. By me being there with her and just by my own experience of a person that wears glasses that actually I've actually gotten glasses for 10 plus years from this particular place.
Right.
So that's my perspective. I've never experienced any of what, from the moment the individual that is the face of the person, that it's like the customer service, the person that takes the things, the way and the dynamics of how they spoke to her and received her, and just as an observer in general, as people start to come in, I don't want to make it about race, and I don't want to make it about age. But there was a gentleman that came in after, African American. He was black.
The only two.
And
Me and him.
right, and he was older. They received him different.
Yes.
But then I started to notice that they weren't exactly, I got the feeling, okay, let me not say, because I don't know. I got the feeling they weren't laughing with him. They were actually laughing at him. And he was an older gentleman. I don't know how older he was, but he was definitely older than them, okay? And that didn't sit well with me as a person of color and as a person that's older. Even if I'm not the same age as him, maybe he was older than me, if I had to, just in a broad way, and how they received other people of their own race. And that's fine, okay? You receive them how you receive them, of your own race. They were speaking in another language, but the whole tone and the feeling, and then like Miss Mary's saying and pointing out the obvious, We were the only people of color. Her, me with her, and this gentleman. And then after that, some other stuff that happened, the shortness, I couldn't discern if it was because of the race, or was it because of the age, or just because of the inexperience, and just a certain level of professionalism, or the changing of how they are doing business. Because like what I heard, and I heard wrong, was, and what this particular individual was it the ophthalmologist says, stand behind the door? Or was it the lady before that?
That's the lady before that had me stand behind the door.
Okay, that didn't change. I kept hearing what I thought was start at the door, but it was stand at the door.
Right.
And I heard her saying it to everybody. I became curious because, like I said, I had shopped. I went there, getting all of my eyeglasses for 10 plus years there. Okay, I've never had them say stand behind the door, and that particular location is the one that I go to. So I was kind of like, what's the stand behind the door?
But you have to remember, April, that even last year, prior to me going there, there was a multitude of different other people in there.
Okay.
This is completely Hispanic now.
Okay.
The lady prior to me going in to see the doctor, she got me a little offbeat when she told me, well, we have to do this here because of people that, especially people that I had told about. I just had a birthday, so that's why I'm coming in to have this done, just to check if there are any changes, anything that's going on that I should know about. And she told me, well, people she looked at my card, people 70 years old, we have to be very diligently with them. I said, about their age? Oh yeah. So I told her, I said, it shouldn't apply. It should apply to just the individual's need. Yeah, you're right. And she kept on going like I didn't say anything at all. But she started with the age thing.
Right.
So, in my opinion, it had to do with age and ethnicity.
Okay.
That was the downer in then, but I kept up a stiff chin and continued to try and get this over with. When I finally was released from behind the door,
I kept hearing stand behind the door, but I thought it was starting. I'm like, what's behind the door? It was kind of, I don't know, it's not funny, but
yes, it is.
I was kind of like sitting there. I'm like, okay, I'm noticing, and I'm hearing stand behind the door, which I thought was start behind the door, but she told everybody that. So I said, what is behind the door?
You have to stand behind the door.
But it was a chart.
Right, so I'm telling you, you're going in with an eye problem. Why are you gonna stand there? And my record shows my distance is not bad at all.
Okay.
So seeing from a distance.
Okay.
It's reading.
Okay.
And up close. Now, how am I gonna stand? You gonna have the chart way over there on the wall and have me back in the door and tell me to read it from there. And I'm looking at her like, okay, because you go from the highest alphabet down to the lowest.
Standard chart, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at her like, and then she tells me one time, put your glasses on. Well, why would I need to check my eyes to see how they work without the glasses. The glasses gonna amplify my seeing. I told her no. Okay, we're gonna do it from here. No, not the glasses. So when you have to put your nose and your forehead against then, she wanted me to put the glasses on then. Now how I'm gonna look through here? And then she put a pair of dark shades on top of my glasses.
Right.
And told me to look through there. I said, okay. So I did that one. But from there to the wall, this is, you're looking through something. But if I'm standing back in the door and the chart way over there, how am I supposed to see what that?